Bigfoot right now, back on the radar.
Look how big it is. I don't think it is a human. I think it's a Sasquatch.
You see it? Yeah, there it is.
When the first white explorers and Native Americans arrived in Yellowstone, they were met with a sight that defied all expectations. The entire region was shrouded in mystery, like an enigma waiting to be unraveled. Water erupted from the ground in towering geysers, mud pits boiled with an otherworldly fervor, and hot springs emitted an eerie stench that hung in the air. Terraces made of vibrant minerals adorned the landscape, creating an otherworldly spectacle. Yet despite the incredulity of John Colter's accounts after his solo exploration of the region, known as Colter's Hell, Yellowstone's geologic wonders are now well recognized. However, the park still holds secrets, and recently a park ranger made a startling revelation about something strange happening within its boundaries. So join us in today's video as we delve into the mysteries of Yellowstone National Park and uncover the truth behind the surprising revelation made by an official. Imagine visiting Yellowstone National Park, a breathtaking destination known for its stunning landscapes, geysers that erupt with breathtaking displays, and the mighty supervolcano that lies beneath it all. But what if we told you that there's more to this park than meets the eye? Deep within its dense forests, there have been sightings and encounters with mysterious humanoids that resemble humans but are coated in fur and stand between 7 and 9 feet tall. Yes, you heard that right. Bigfoot, also known as Sasquatch, has been spotted in Yellowstone National Park. The legend of Bigfoot has intrigued and terrified people for centuries. Tales of a large, hairy bipedal creature roaming the wilderness have been passed down through generations. While sightings of Bigfoot have been reported across North America, some of the most intriguing accounts come from Yellowstone National Park. In 2015, a hiker claimed to have spotted Bigfoot while hiking near the park's iconic Old Faithful geyser. The witness described a large ape-like creature with shaggy hair and an estimated height of over 7 feet. The park rangers attempted to track the creature, but it vanished into the dense forest, leaving no trace behind. Despite their extensive search, no evidence of the creature was found. Now, you may be skeptical, dismissing these sightings as tall tales or hoaxes, but many people believe in the existence of Bigfoot, and those who have encountered it claim to have felt both exhilarated and frightened by the experience. And here's the interesting part. This sighting in 2015 was not the first time Bigfoot has been reported in Yellowstone. In fact, there have been several other sightings of Sasquatch in the park over the years. While some of these sightings have been dismissed as hoaxes or misidentifications of other animals, there are still unexplained accounts that leave people wondering. Beyond the compelling eyewitness accounts, there are tantalizing traces of physical evidence that seem to point to the existence of the elusive creature. Footprints attributed to the mysterious being have been discovered in various locations across North America, including the legendary Yellowstone National Park. These footprints are no ordinary tracks. They are often massive in size, with a distinct pattern of 5 toes and mid-tarsal break, a feature not found in any known primate. Despite the intriguing evidence and numerous sightings, concrete proof of the creature's existence remains elusive. Skeptics dismiss the reports as mere myths. However, there are those who firmly believe that Bigfoot is a real flesh and blood creature, cunning enough to evade capture and scientific study due to its elusive nature. Yellowstone National Park, with its vast wilderness and remote locations, has become a hotspot for those seeking a glimpse of the enigmatic Sasquatch. Curiously, one Yellowstone National Park ranger, Langford, recently shared his own spine-chilling encounter on social media. It was an ordinary day for Ranger Langford as he patrolled the pristine grounds of the national park, accustomed to encountering wildlife from grizzly bears to mountain lions. Little did he know that his next encounter would shake him to his core and challenge everything he thought he knew about the natural world. As Ranger Langford ventured through a dense wooded area, his keen eyes caught a glimpse of movement in the distance. Expecting to see a bear, he was taken aback when he realized it was something far more extraordinary. A towering, hairy creature walking upright on 2 legs emerged from the foliage. Langford's heart raced as he took in the details. The creature stood at least 8 feet tall, covered in thick brown hair, with long, muscular arms and a fur-covered face. Its dark, penetrating eyes seemed to lock onto Langford's gaze, leaving him frozen in awe and uncertainty. In that moment, Langford realized he was face to face with a legendary Bigfoot, a creature many believed to be only a myth. He watched in amazement as the elusive being passed by him, disappearing deeper into the woods. Langford, who had always been skeptical of such sightings, was now a firm believer, convinced of the creature's existence. Later, after he informed his superiors, the park authorities launched an investigation, setting up cameras and traps in the area where Langford had his encounter, hoping to capture photographic evidence of Bigfoot's existence. However, their efforts proved futile, and no further sightings were reported. Langford continued to patrol the grounds, keeping a vigilant eye out for any signs of the elusive creature. Years passed, and Langford eventually retired from the park service, but the memory of his extraordinary encounter remained etched in his mind. It was a once-in-a-lifetime experience that had forever changed Langford's perspective on the natural world, leaving him with a story that he would treasure and share for years to come. The footage was captured near the Old Faithful geyser, but unfortunately, the camera cuts out before getting a clear look at the elusive creatures. Al Nash, a spokesperson at Yellowstone National Park, acknowledges that Bigfoot sightings are rare but not unheard of, stating people say a lot of crazy things about Yellowstone all the time, and Bigfoot is just one of them. What makes these claims even more remarkable is that encounters with similar creatures are reported from all around the world, spanning continents like Tibet, America, and even Australia. In fact, sightings of this mysterious beast can be traced back to ancient times, with stories passed down through the Aboriginal tribes and ancient folklore. In the late 19th century, the earliest tale of these mysterious creatures originated in the rugged wilderness of Ape Canyon near Mount St. Helens in Washington state. According to the story, in 1924, a group of miners were deep in the mountains when they encountered a group of massive hairy beasts. They claimed to have seen footprints measuring a whopping 16 inches in length and 7 inches in width, which they believed were made by these creatures. The miners even followed the footprints for 5 miles, all the while hearing spine-chilling whoops and screams echoing through the forest. They glimpsed the creatures from a distance, describing them as shrouded in long, dark hair. The miners' astonishing account quickly spread like wildfire in local newspapers, and soon it captured national media attention. It fueled a surge of interest in the creature's existence, triggering a flurry of reported sightings in the years that followed. However, not all were convinced. Many researchers raised doubts about the miners' story, pointing out inconsistencies. Some questioned the feasibility of tracking footprints in the dense forest and challenged the miners' claims of covering such a long distance in treacherous terrain. Furthermore, back in the 20th century, chief rangers in Yellowstone had an interesting duty, responding to letters from curious folks all around the world. Most of the letters were pretty straightforward, asking about when Old Faithful would erupt, how many bears roamed the park, or where to set up camp. But sometimes things got a little wild, like in October 1980. That month, Superintendent Thomas O. Hobbs received not 1, but 2 letters inquiring about the elusive Bigfoot. The letters were just a week apart and likely spurred by a supposed sighting of the mysterious creature in nearby Jackson, Wyoming. Hobbs, however, couldn't simply flip through records to find an answer. His response revealed, "We are unable to find any references to sightings of Bigfoot in Yellowstone's historical natural history records. With no reported sightings, there really is nothing further to pursue at this time." Diving into the archives of Yellowstone National Park is like embarking on a treasure hunt. Amidst a sea of letters about plants and recreational activities, a few intriguing correspondences caught the eye. Those about Bigfoot's reported presence in the park and other mysterious phenomena. Turns out, Yellowstone has a long history of odd occurrences dating back to the 1880s. One such phenomenon is lake music, a bizarre buzzing sound that has been reported around Yellowstone Lake. Engineer Hiram Chittenden, in his 1895 book, wrote about an overhead sound that was described as singular and interesting. Explorers have recognized it for years, but only in the region of Shoshone and Yellowstone lakes. Even today, visitors who camp in the lake region claim to hear this enigmatic lake music. Despite numerous scientific investigations, the source of the buzzing sound remains a mystery. However, interestingly, the archives of Yellowstone's National Park do not have official documentation of Bigfoot encounters or explanations for lake music, even after 33 years since the letters inquiring about Sasquatch sightings. However, the Chief Ranger's letters and responses to curious inquiries from people all over the world, ranging from the mundane to the unusual, are waiting to be discovered. Who knows what other intriguing secrets and stories are hidden in the depths of Yellowstone's archives, just waiting to be uncovered by those who seek the truth behind its mysteries. So, what are your thoughts on these accounts of Bigfoot sightings and stories? Share your opinions in the comments section below.